identified the transition for certain students in our population from high school to post-secondary to work or to college as a gap in our services.
We're sending students to colleges all across the nation. You're taking these AP courses, these highest honor courses, but our school system realized and said that we need to do something more for our special education population. Our students with disabilities, they need something also. It's not fair that they're not getting, we're doing so much for these other students, but what are we doing for them? And they really took the initiative to make sure that they put a program in place for these students for that transition from high school to post-secondary employment. And most of our students, that's what they're doing. When they leave school, they're going to be going out into the workforce.
It's mutually beneficial for the school system and VR. Counselors get to place a lot of people in work because the schools have prepared the kids better to be placed after they get right out of high school.
It's not just job placements for these students, but this is a positive, impactful thing for our community.
For 21 cents on the dollar, you can bring a change to your school system. You can change a lot of children's lives for 21 cents on the dollar.
Bill Darnell and Jimmy Burleson, within their own classrooms, their specific learning environment classrooms, decided to try to piece together a work-based learning program just within their classes.
That first year that I was here, we attended a work-based learning training. We both became certified work-based learning instructors, and while we were there, we were able to kind of network with some folks, and we learned about some other programs going on at different schools across Tennessee, and that really started the conversation of, hey, this is something that we could do in Kingsport, and we should be doing. We developed kind of a trial run with trying to take students out on our own. We established some partnerships with Food City and Walgreens, not to the degree that it's at now, but we did kind of start the foundation there, and we'd take students on a limited basis during their school day, and that was hard because it put a strain on what was happening here in the classroom, because if I was on the work site, I wasn't in the classroom, so I might have 3 or 4 kids on the job site, but I had to have something else planned for them here, or the students that were at school. So we really started a pretty detailed conversation about action steps.
We found out about the state offering the Transition School to Work grants to provide staffing for, larger programs, and we got approval from our system to apply for the grant, and we were given the grant, and so we moved forward just last year.
We had quite a bit of support from the administration here at Dobyns-Bennett. They recognized that this is something that would really change the face of our special ed program here at Dobyns-Bennett and really prepare students for success after high school.
The school pays 21.3%, something like that, and then the state pays the remainder to hire people to run the program, and we have the state pays that percentage for a certified teacher to be the overseer of the program, and then teachers at an instructional assistant level pay for the job coaches that go out and help the students.
The grant is specifically designed to support their transition program that is already in place. We're not there to usurp their role. We're not there to take over their role. We're there to help them and provide employees that can focus specifically on transition without having any other obligations within the school system.
We wanted to make sure we decided upon a coordinator first, and then start the process of hiring our work readiness specialist.
You've got to have somebody that's outgoing because you do have to work with businesses, and some teachers may not have those skills. You additionally have to have somebody that is committed to kids being in integrated settings and looking toward full employment when they leave high school.
We're very pleased with the progress. We hired Mr. Robertson to lead the program, and he's got a special energy for that, and he's a good visionary for the program, and he works well with the public. And then our job coaches, we believe, are second to none. They are serious about their work, and they're very concerned about the students and helping the students develop those job skills so that when they do eventually graduate from Dobyns-Bennett, they're not leaving out into nothingness, but they're leaving out into opportunities for employment.
We can't say for sure that we'll have a job lined up for them right away, but that's the goal. We will have a plan for them. If they don't have a job when they graduate, the plan will be in place for them to get a job. They will be transitioned over right to vocational rehabilitation and get one of their services, and when they leave here, and they'll support them in making sure that they do find a job.
Kingsport, Dobyns-Bennett has been one of the groups that has really done well and gotten really quality employers in the community to buy into the program.
While we have, I think, around 18 students involved right now, it really affects everybody. It affects how we look at what we're doing in the classroom, because now that is our I won't say our last step, but it's certainly like the peak of what they're doing while they're at Dobyns-Bennett. And so if we know that that's the expectation, that they're going to be involved in that program before they graduate from high school with an occupational diploma or whatever it may be, that's what we're trying to prepare them for. We're trying to get them ready for that.
This allows them that kind of bridge to leave school in a positive way and see it as a way to move toward a new life after high school.
If it's a program that you want to establish at your school, start that conversation with administration, with your leaders in the building and in the district. It certainly is a district commitment and something that you're going to have support, and that's one of the reasons we have this is because we have that support here. Most places, though, across Tennessee, you're going to find that support. You just have to ask for it. I reached out to school systems around here, Elizabethton, Washington County, some other districts that had a similar program, and they shared that information with me. They talked with me about how their programs were set up. We got to go observe those programs. So not only would I encourage you to start the process of the application, but look around, see what other people are doing, go and visit, and try and develop a program that you think will be a good fit for your school.
I don't want to put a cap on it. We really believe in it and want to be able to share this with lots of students who need it.
I think once that we have some good experiences, then word of mouth is going to carry it to other school systems.
We would like for it to be much further developed, and so that particularly with students from, say, 18 to 22 years old, that they don't have to worry about what they're going to be doing once that magic graduation age of 18 happens, but they still need services. We'd like to really expand this program to where we can continue working with those students. They can develop more and more employability skills so that by the time they're 21, 22 years old, there's no question. And they've got, they're connected with an employer. They've got some specific skills that they can do so that they don't have to worry about what are they going to do when their time here is up.